Today we're going to talk about the inspiration and what it is, how to get it, and how to recognize the real inspiration. Usually, if you watch the videos or interviews with the creators, like movie directors, writers, or whoever, like game producers or game creators, there's always one question from the journalist. What was the inspiration for? How did you get the inspiration? What was the inspiration for this project and so on? When they start talking about, like political situation of this and that, then, they just went to the job and they did it for money usually, and it was just a job. But if they start with, I had this idea a long time ago when I was X, Y, Z, and they say, like, oh, this small idea was in me and I was thinking about it throughout the years, and I had to do something with this. Then that was the real inspiration. Because the inspiration starts with small idea that excites you, and first of all, it's very interesting for you because your brain want to solve the puzzle. This is the real inspiration. You read something and you want to finish reading because you are interested what's going to happen. And this is the real inspiration for writing, creating, and building something. Because whatever you're gonna do, like you're gonna build a game, you're gonna write a movie, you're gonna write a book, you're gonna create a story, you need strong impulse to go through this journey, because a lot of time you are alone. Writing processes, you are just alone in the room with your computer and you just write. There's nobody to like help you or something. Okay, there are writers' room and so on. For example, in big movies, they have few writers and they are exchanging ideas and they are collecting this and pasting like a complete picture. But if you are like a writer, like a single writer, you're just alone. Is it a game? Is it a movie? Is it a play? Doesn't matter. You are alone. And the inspiration, the real true inspiration is what is interesting for you long enough so you can finish the project. And if the project changes the basic idea, because sometimes you just go away from the basic idea, is it gonna be, can you finish it? Because this is the most important part. Can you finish it? And the real inspiration can be if somebody did something. For example, somebody climbed a mountain and this is your inspiration. Like, oh, it's possible. So I can climb this mountain too. At least I can try. I can ask maybe this person that already climbed the mountain and get some information. Maybe I can read some books about it, but it's possible. And this is the real inspiration. Sometimes you can read an article and this small fragment of the story, it will be like so emotional for you that like, oh, and this can be your inspiration. Like you want to explore further this idea and it's interesting enough to explore it, to go deeper. And sometimes it can be something very exciting. like, oh, I had no idea the, the history was so complex, and when we go back in time, this part of the history was so interesting, so complex, so like brutal, and so on. Wow, this is interesting. And when you hear in your head, wow, this is interesting, this is an inspiration. We all start with the simple idea. I want to make, I want to write, I want to create something about this. Is this like a music? Is this like a play? Is this like a scenario? Or is this like a book? I want to create this. I want to give my time to create something about it. So this is the inspiration. You hear the click, like it's personal. First of all, it's personal. The inspiration, it's not for everyone. The inspiration is for you specifically. This is personal. That's why if you listen to interviews with creators and they say, I had this idea and I didn't know is it gonna be okay, good or something, but I had this idea, I wrote it down and I kept it for a few years in a drawer, and then I picked it up and I said like, yeah, maybe I'm ready to do something about it, and they start. So this is the inspiration. You can take the inspiration from outside world. It's a plenty. You right now we are living in the world where inspiration is surrounding us. We have books that were written for now 100 years, and we have copies of those books and translations. We have pictures. Now we have a digital age where you can get the picture of almost everything, even the archive pictures of before. You have movies, short movies, social media movies. You have a lot of inspiration. You can get the inspiration about stories almost everywhere. This is the world where we are living. Blogs, personal journals that they are available online. You have to read them. But vlogs, personal journals that they are available for your viewing and listening. Podcast, everything can be inspiration actually. It's just you don't have to look for the inspiration. It's coming to you. You live your life and then you hear the click. You listen to the radio and somebody or podcast on Spotify and something just like, oh, what did they say? They said something about this. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, I want to know something more about this. And if you want to know something more about this, you can provide the story about this, because you're gonna explore. Story is exploring the subject from the beginning to the end, and it's like a journey. And inspiration is just like the impulse to start the journey. It's so simple. When I was writing at the beginning, I was looking like, what excites me, what can I write about, especially with my first book. I was thinking, I was trying, I was looking, and nothing felt right. And then one day came to me like a title of the book, and when I saw the title of the book in my head, I was like, oh, this is it. And then I went from the title to the characters, from the characters to the plot, from the plot to the storyline and whole story, and I wrote this book. It was a journey, and I had no idea, because every time we write something and we're creating something, we don't really know anything. It's the first draft. It's you have no idea. At the end of the first draft, you know everything, almost. But at the first draft, you have no idea. So the inspiration is, this is interesting for me, like really interesting. It excites me on a level that I want to explore this interest, and I want to do something about it. And I want to do something about it. It's not only like for one day. You think about it, you write it down that you want to do something about it, and in 1 week you still want to do something about it. And this is the real inspiration. Like, oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because I want to do it. So yeah, this is the inspiration part of writing. See ya.